Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Techno Developers. In this video today you will learn how to make a calculator using Python. So let's get started. You can use there are various online compilers available on internet, but I prefer to use Replit because it's more secure and also it provides more privacy. So if you don't have an account on Replit, you can either sign in using Google or sign up. I have presently an account which is PowerCode32 and I'm using that. So now let's get started. First I will click on this create app button. Now I will use I will click on choose and template. I will choose Python. So in this area, you have three options. First is you can import the code from GitHub. It is basically a code exchange where there are a lot of codes and you can import it from there. The second is the Replit agent. Actually, this is works on AI, and you have to write your requirements in this box and it will create an app for you. This is AI based. And the third option is the choose a template. I'm using this. In this you have to choose a template, you have to choose the language on which you have to work, and then you can create your project. So as I said that I will be creating a calculator on Python, I will select Python as my language, and then I will type the name, which will be simple calc. So please make sure that when you create an account you only get 3 free apps. After that you have to pay. Okay, so this is basically a tutorial. Now we will start writing. So first here we will what do we need to create app? We need the number which we have to the operands and the operation that needs to be performed. So in basic calculator there are four operations which are plus sorry addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And here these functions or these operations will be categorized by the symbols. So now let's get started. So first I will define a variable called as r, which will I use one equal to button to define it, and then I will use the input so that the user can input information. So I will use input variable. Now I would put on again these brackets, and I don't have to use int in this variable. This is because it's not a number, it's not an integer. So I will just write down enter the operation that needs to be performed. Sorry. Now after that, sorry, it's showing a little bit issues right now. Yeah. Now after that, this is my first line: input, enter the operation that needs to be performed. Now I will define another variable which would consist of the first number that needs to be added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided with another number. So now I will categorize another variable which will be b. Now b, it will be an integer. Okay, so you can see the line here which will be int Now input, now enter the first number. This will be my second line. Sorry, just mistake. So here, what is the basic logic is that in the first line I need to input the operation, and hence the value that needs to be inputted is not an integer, it is an operation, it is a symbol. So I can't use the int block here. I can only use input, and hence I've used input. After that, in line B, I want the user to enter the first number, which is an integer. Hence, with this input value, you also need an int, which specifies that the inputted value will be an integer. I will just show you that if you enter a string, it will not let it happen, because int with the help of int you can't enter a string. String as an other variable. Now this I will use b int input enter the second number, so it also plays an important role here. Now after these three are specified, I now have to continue. I will now start by writing if equals to is basically a conditional. It's not to specify, it's a condition that if r is equal to plus, means yeah, I have to give four options here, which will be, you reminded me. First I will give on plus, comma, minus, comma, asterisk for multiplication, and then forward slash for division. So these are the four options, these are the four arithmetic variables that I need to perform. Now let's come back to the point. Here r is used to r will contain the value of the operation. Hence r it is using a conditional variable, like if r is equal to plus, then only you have to do the following. Okay, so now I will write plus, sorry, okay, it's showing a little bit problem. So this is how print the sum of two numbers is like this. It will work like this. Now in the second thing you have to do the same, but just make sure that the continuation does not continue, and I have to write this if r is equal to, sorry, my bad, now I will write the same, the difference of two numbers is b minus c, and then I will again do it. I will write if I will write this, if r is equal to multiplication sign, print product of two numbers is b into c. This is how it works at a basic idea. This is how a basic calculator works in Python. Now for the next, I will again remove if, and I will type if r is equal to divide then we will just have to print, sorry, yeah. So this is my code of 11 lines. I hope you like this code. It is a very easy code. You don't need to be distracted. If you search or if you write the same, if you write that how to prepare a simple calculator on Python, ChatGPT will give you a code which will be more complex, and hence its code can't be used in its code can be faulty. So this is a simple way of understanding how you can use the how you can use calculator, how you can build a calculator on Python. So let's run it. Yeah, I must see the answer. Yeah. So see, this is the main pie where you will write the code, and this is the console. So console is basically for testing the of the code. So here I will write, if I suppose I will write plus. Now after that, in the in this I will write when it says enter the first number, suppose I enter 90. Now enter the second number, I write 60. So 90 plus 60, which is 150. Yeah, the sum of two numbers is 150. So this is the basic idea how it works. You can also deploy this using this option, but I not prefer to deploy it right now because it's a little not programmed, it's not actually, I will embed it on in my HTML page and then I can deploy it. This is a little simple looking, and hence it may not gain popularity. So thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe my channel, Techno Developers. Thank you.